podcast, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Welcome to Visual House Studios, baby. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Literally Anything We Want. The we being me, Khari. You know, the brown boy wonder. You know what it is. Yeah, baby. And what's up? We got our local Ranger reporter. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, baby?
That's worse than me calling him a Make-A-Wish kid.
No, Ranger reporter.
Ranger reporter sounds like a dweeb.
No, man, the Ranger reporter. Shoot, come on, man. He's our local Power Ranger expert. You know, shout outs if y'all haven't seen the Goodbye Jason David Frank episode. Make sure to check that out. That was a dope episode, man.
You like Ranger reporter? You like that?
You like the Ranger reporter? I
weirdly like that better than Make-A-Wish. So
heck yeah, you do.
Probably.
Heck yeah, you do. Shoot, I was thinking about that all
Ranger
day.
Reporter.
The Ranger reporter.
Yo,
that kind of goes.
Yeah, it's growing on me. It's growing on me.
Yeah, exactly. The Ranger reporter. Especially, imagine we had a logo.
I'm not even gonna put his name anymore. I'm just gonna put Ranger
reporter.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah,
for real.
Just put
Ranger,
AKA.
No.
Ranger reporter.
It's Ranger reporter.
Ranger reporter. No, that's dope because now you have an identity.
Yeah,
That's true.
You know how much I would love to be known as just Luke Cage. Like, what's Luke Cage? It's Luke Cage. I mean, come on.
You can't be Luke Cage and be built like Thanos.
I know, for real. Shoot, but hey, I'll take it either way.
I'll do it myself.
I would do it myself, baby. Speaking of though, Andrew, I didn't get a chance to talk about you. I always get to talk about you, baby. Talk with
That's
you
true.
on the newest Power Rangers trailer that just came out. What's your thoughts on the Ranger Reporter? Like, what'd you think? Like, first impression?
I would say I was kind of like shocked that they did like a cybernetic kind of Rita Repulsa. But then I'm like, you know what? That kind of makes sense.
It makes sense because I mean, if they're trying to get like all the OGs back, it'd be kind of.
And they got like Lord Zed, which was cool.
Yeah,
I did like what they did with Trini's daughter's like origin story to become the Ranger, because I knew like it was gonna be her daughter,
right?
But I was like, I thought they were just gonna like kind of do it off screen kind of thing, like like this happened, but it's like they actually were like, oh dang, she actually like got killed by Rita Repulsa,
right?
And so I was like, okay.
So you like how just kind of like the whole if to put it in an analogy, the Wakanda Forever thing, right? It's like let's not just pretend like let's not get an older actress and just say like, oh, this is her. She's kind of. It's like let's acknowledge the fact that she has died. And,
I thought that was pretty cool that they did
all
that. I'm looking forward to it. It's April 19th, so.
I know that's so close.
I'm gonna have to watch that like day of. I can't like wait to like.
Oh yeah,
plan it. I have to watch it like as soon as it comes out.
100%, man. I mean, I'm a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a tad bit worried. Because,
absolutely.
Because of the not for the reasons you may think, but because where Pink Ranger at, baby?
Well, she didn't want to do it.
Slobbing on some cock.
Hey, man.
She didn't want to do it.
You respect her. You put some respect. She part of the 39 Club, baby. You better respect her.
Wow. Well, actually, she's making a new comic book series, though.
What?
Yeah, she like is kind of piggybacking off of like the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers, which is this year.
Right.
So she's like she's making her own story of like a Power Ranger story, supposedly. So I'm just like, I'll tune into that.
So the fact that she's still kind of connected into the whole stream of Power Rangers and like, on her YouTube channel, shout outs to honestly all the OGs. Most of them are super cool about the fact of they know what they're known for and they know like how they got to the level that they're at as far as notoriety wise. And
it's just good they're embracing like
exactly.
They're not letting it define them.
But they're embracing
they're
it.
embracing it. It's like people actually really liked this.
Yeah.
Because I know there was a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Like they were getting paid like ass.
Well, but that was back in the day.
But that was back in the day when they were like fresh new actors and they didn't really understand the ins and outs. So
and on top of that, like just I don't know what kind of laws were in and out at that time, but at the same time too, they're getting the reciprocals off that and then some.
I am looking forward to the 30th anniversary because there's like if I saw like on Boom Studios, they're doing like a Kickstarter thing. Like, should we do this? And I saw they have like an Angel Grove Letterman jacket.
Oh,
and I kind of want to get it.
I'm gonna get one.
Yo, I have an Angel Grove baseball tee.
For real though?
That's sick.
They gave it to me when the Power Rangers movie came out.
You're talking about the 2017 one, newest one? Okay,
because I didn't even ask for it. I tweeted because I was trying to buy tickets for opening night, for me and Vince and me and Vince. Yeah, I think
probably
yeah. And I couldn't get tickets. The site was down or something.
Oh,
I was like, damn. So I just tweeted. I was like, damn, I'm trying to buy my Power Rangers tickets. But and I put at AMC the website was down. Bro, they DM me and were like, we are so sorry. You know, like, I'm like, bro, I wasn't complaining. I was just saying.
Like,
right?
Yeah, it's like,
and they're like, you know, we
like,
want to make this right. Can you give us, give us your size and your address, and we want to send you some stuff. So I'm like, all right. So they sent me there's a Pink Ranger pop that they sent me.
Oh, the one you got over there?
Yeah, somewhere over there.
Yeah.
Oh, they sent me that, and then they sent me a Garden Grove High.
Wow, yo, that's dope.
I have it. I don't feel too fat now. I don't fit into it anymore.
I always wanted to get one of those, like the Angel Grove Youth Center, like the juice bar, like kind of like
man.
logo or something. Like
man,
that.
that's straight nostalgia.
They sent me that, and then they sent me tickets.
That's dope. I mean, it's cool that, first of all, shout outs to AMC, even though we worked for the enemy. But even so, man,
AMC always been better.
Yeah, AMC always doing better though. I mean, they treated me right ever since I left Rico.
They do have better, like, they really take pride in their merch.
They take pride in their merch. They take pride in every true. They just better than.
Which is true.
They better than our former. Let's put it.
I saw they were hiring, and I'm like, I actually was like,
don't do that.
I thought about it.
Don't do that. Don't take steps back, baby. You going forward
as a second job.
Don't do that.
It's a little extra change.
Don't do that.
You're gonna lose your mind. But I mean,
it's not that busy anymore. That's what kind of worries
me. But you're there the days that you want to be / the days that are convenient for you, and those could be the perfect pocket times.
Are you salaried or are you hourly?
I'm hourly, sadly.
Oh man,
no, there's positives and benefits to
salary life, baby. What's up? Bro?
Oh, look at you!
I'm in that salary life. Step your game up.
I'm trying.
That's crazy, hey, man. It's gonna be all right, baby. It's okay, baby. You don't gotta talk to him like that. Speaking of 39 crew, you know I love you, baby. Make sure all of our people feel good. Speaking of feeling good,
you feel good. Right in my face.
Man, shoot,
I want you to squirt all over my beard.
That's crazy. 39 crew, they be nasty like that too.
Yeah, they do.
But speaking of 39
Gordon's
crew,
juice out your pussy.
Oh, hey man, come on, leave them alone, baby.
Man,
you know they
that shit hella good.
They delicate, baby. Come on. I mean, yeah, but
there's like orange juice and tap water. We out.
That's crazy. But y'all, for real though, make sure while we at it, make sure to follow us on all the socials, y'all. Make sure to follow Visual House Studios on TikTok, Instagram, baby, and also I just created a LAW_podcast Instagram. Make sure to follow that as well. Just so y'all, I know for real. What? Yeah, shoot. So make sure y'all follow that as well. And we going to keep on keeping on, baby. World domination is just around the corner. So make sure y'all part of it when we take over. Speaking of taking over, dog.
Hey, speaking of taking over.
Yeah.
Why Noise the best podcast out the Bay Area? It's true. You know it.
Shoot.
The best podcast out of everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, bro.
Well, Law is definitely the most versatile, though. Where else can you have a heartfelt moment and at the same time talk about comic books?
Well, VHS, the best podcasters out the Bay Area.
Let's go, baby. That's it. That's it, baby.
That's the way to put it.
That's the way to put it.
That's the way to put it.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Absolutely. And you know what also is the best, too? Or at least they claim to be the best. These MCU fools out here, they think they kind of nice dropping this Secret Invasion trailer. They think they sweet talking about we gonna give y'all a different tone and give y'all a different some.
I'm here for it.
I love the trailer.
I'm here for it, man.
Man, I love the trailer. I ain't gonna lie to you though, man. Like, dog, the geek in me for real just started to activate, and I'm like, oh snap! Y'all don't even know what this Easter egg is tiling to, and the speculations are rolling. My God,
are we gonna get a Super Skrull or what?
Thank you.
They showed it in the trailer.
I was like, that's straight up.
Yeah.
That's Secret Skrull, ain't it?
Yeah.
I mean, straight up. Because for those of y'all who might not know, and which I think let's see what y'all think about this. Super Skrull, his first appearance was in Fantastic Four #2, I believe.
Super Skrull's a problem.
Super Skrull is a problem. Each time he shows up, the reason why we are assuming it's Secret Skrull or Super Skrull, excuse me, is because like we mentioned, he was in Fantastic Four. He got all the powers of the Fantastic Four. So he has, he can make the rock hard fist of the Thing. He can ignite himself like
get rock hard too.
You nasty, baby. Like Human Torch. He can stretch himself like Mr. Fantastic, which is what they showed us in the trailer. It was like, oh snap! Is that our dude ourselves? And you know, with the MCU or Kevin being like, hey, look, y'all, Fantastic Four just around the corner, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, they're going to be more prominent than you think. Do you think this is the setup for Fantastic Four?
I do not think so, no. I'm stepping in.
Come on, baby.
Well, put it this way. Who was around at that time? Just kind of like the Fantastic Four, right?
I mean, pretty much.
So he basically just absorbed like the powers of the heroes who were there. So I think they're just going to be like using the powers of MCU heroes who are already established. Because the way
he stretches in
Groot?
It did look like Groot.
It did look pretty tree-ish. Yeah, that's right.
It looked like it was branches, so they're probably going to do something like that.
Dang it.
And then they're going to get into like the Fantastic Four.
Point.
But they're not going to do Fantastic Four right now. I think they're going to...
You don't think they're going to drop at least one?
I think they're going to do it backwards. I think they're going to do it. They're going to give us Doctor Doom before they give us Fantastic Four.
That would be very interesting if they did that.
Because they're going to establish him, and then somebody's got to stop him.
Oh.
But that's the thing. Everybody's waiting for Fantastic Four. That's why it's like I feel like they're kind of just trying to get to that point as soon as possible. But it's like, just take the time with what you have. You have a lot of the rights to a lot of the characters, so it's like, just take your time and just like do it right. Like, I'm pretty sure Captain America 4 is coming out.
It is
before Fantastic Four
that we know of, at least. Yeah, they
and
can always
like,
just
Captain
drop.
America. There has a date already, doesn't it?
Yeah, next year, I believe. Next year.
But did you see who's going to be in it? I don't know if it's true or not, but did you see who's gonna be in it?
Talking about Captain America?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be up in there?
I did, but I forgot. When you say it, I'm sure I'll remember.
Supposedly, Red Hulk is going to be in it.
Oh no, I didn't hear that.
I did not
Supposedly.
hear that. Supposedly. Well, I mean,
the characters in it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I forgot who else was in it too.
But they've teased Red Hulk for since like Civil War though?
Huh?
They've teased Red Hulk since like Civil War.
So
to me,
that
it's
motherfucker
like
had to die, so then they had to get
I mean, yeah, they waited so long.
Wait,
he fucking died.
We got to get Harrison Ford.
The actor died.
Yeah, but was it teased since Civil War? Really?
I mean, they semi-teased it in Civil War. I mean, and they haven't done like super Hulk properties since then. But I mean, it's something that
Why do they treat the Hulk so bad?
They do, and you know what?
Don't get me started on Smart Hulk.
Do
not get me started.
Age of Ultron. That was the last true Incredible Hulk. That was the last Incredible Hulk we saw, and then we saw him for the first 5 minutes of Infinity
If anything,
War
I would
before he got his
if anything,
teeth rocked.
I would give it to Ragnarok. Maybe would be like the last time. In my opinion,
okay,
because it's like
I'll
he
give you
could
that.
talk. I just
I
wish
could
it
give
wasn't
that.
like Mark Ruffalo talking, just like in a graggly voice.
No, in
was
Ragnarok,
banner, only Hulk. Like I'd prefer Lou Ferrigno. Like what they did in the first Avengers movie, they kind of merged the two voices together.
Yeah,
and it's like that worked a little better for me. Mm-hmm. But this Smart Hulk, I'm like, we're never gonna get a World War Hulk movie. They had the setup, but then everybody's seen She-Hulk here.
Unfortunately,
I liked it.
You did?
I did.
Like
with
well,
shit was ass, dude.
Spoilers.
I liked it.
You haven't watched it. Skip
Please,
it.
if you haven't watched it, don't.
Don't do that. Come on,
Just
baby.
shit is
give
ass,
it a
skip
chance.
ahead a few minutes, but
That shit is ass.
No.
when they revealed
boy.
like at the very end with Hulk's son, I'm just
Scar,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, first of all, where did his hairline go?
No, that
And
was
two,
terrible.
I'm like,
Why?
they should have had him like crash land on Earth, super angry, and then just like cut or something instead of like, hey guys, here's my kid. Oopsie.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, Scar.
For real, like watching him
how
have
are
a
ya?
normal voice too. It's like why the MCU stay doing that too?
And it's like, I
Characters
thought
that
this
should
was-
have like
Ooh,
a
are those kebabs on the grill?
for real. It's like
And it's just
Come on,
like,
bro.
I thought this was a She-Hulk show.
I mean, it is, and it shall be. It's okay, man. I mean, they dropped the ball.
I just
one
hope if they do
part.
a season 2, I just hope they give her more like justice. Like No pun intended.
They gave her justice. It was
the character was fine.
Yeah.
It was the story and the show itself that was ass.
Hey, you know what? And I'm not gonna argue that with you. I'm not gonna argue.
Like they tried to tie it in, but it didn't really make sense. Like when they took her blood, and then that storyline like faded away, and like they made it like into kind of like.
But they teased it again at the end. Though.
They did though.
So I'm just like. That's probably where
it took too long to get to the point, and then when it got to the point, it really was no point to be made.
That's probably how Red Hulk's going to come into play. Is that if they still?
I hated that shit at the end. I fucking hated it.
The big troll episode,
and then what bugs me even more is somebody sat there and thought that was genius.
It was
someone
different.
Thought that shit
like the
was
fourth
fire.
wall thing was cool, like for a time, but then it's like it dragged on too long.
No, that was fine.
A little bit, like, and then the whole Kevin thing, and I'm just like...
The Kevin thing was stupid.
You know, but it was different, and just like in the comic, like, that whole episode to me felt like an actual She-Hulk comic, at least. You know how she'll literally walk out into the world, and everyone's just like, what the crack? And then she just makes a spectacle.
What was
the
name of the organization that, like, took her blood? I forgot what it was called.
forgot.
Dickheads United?
That's crazy.
So it's like they're probably working. They're probably
so
working
serious.
for the government, and then that's how Thaddeus is gonna get her DNA.
It'll be Red Hulk,
and then that's how Red Hulk's gonna come into play.
I would hope they stick to the comic origin where it's like he's so desperate to get rid of the Hulk that he's just like.
But he hasn't really talked about the Hulk since, like, even in Civil War.
Nobody gives a fuck about the Hulk.
He's just like, oh, where's Banner?
But that's the thing.
He's not here. But it's like they didn't really care anymore. Oh. Liv Tyler is coming back, I heard, as Betty.
Who was that, and what was she in?
Arwen from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay, for sure, the homie. Okay. Well, I mean,
so
yeah.
Aragorn's love interest, not
I remember.
Arwen. It's Arwen.
Yeah.
So, or maybe it was Arwen. I think, yeah, it's Arwen, but. She's coming back, so that's like more canon now. Because they already brought back Emil Blonsky.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I feel like it's just going to be like Harrison Ford's face, just jacked up. I just hope I just want to see some like Hulk action.
Instead of just like Ford would probably be a badass Hulk.
Instead of like, we're like,
let's just be pretty sick.
Let's just do yoga and meditate. And it's like, no, just beat the crap out of something.
But
just Hulk out or something.
Honestly, no, You're right. You're completely right. And I mean, that is something that just because of their reputation lately, you have to take everything with a grain of salt.
They watered him down.
Well, and also you got to be a little bit weary. But that's why if anything, I'm kind of overthinking it. That's why I'm a little nervous about Secret Invasion. Not for what they showed us. For what they showed us, dog, I'm so
because
excited.
People are expecting so much because Secret Invasion was such a huge storyline. Where it's like, who's the Skrull? And it's just like in the trailer, it's just like kind of like B-list characters.
But I don't mind that because
we haven't gotten all the characters that we've gotten in the comics though.
Exactly,
they're limited to what they.
We did get a lot though.
We did, but they're limited. It's just what it is, and they're not gonna do something like make Falcon a Skrull because it's just like, well, Fury would know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not stupid.
The only one they're saying is probably Rhodey might be a Skrull.
Yeah, which that would make sense. And it's also hard because just how the MCU has set up lately, it's to your point, Joel, is the fact of like everybody is so off doing their own thing right now. Like you got Captain Marvel doing this over there, Rhodey, he's doing his thing over there. The new Captain America, he's doing his, like everyone is so spread out that it would be kind of hard to contain what should be such a massive scope story. To your point, Andrew, how it was in the comics. Like in the comics, it was so dope how like we thought Spider-Woman died. That's how they set up, and then you saw it was a Skrull body. It's like wait a minute, like this was the thing the whole time.
But also, like you were saying before, like they were all together, but now it's just like they're all spread out. Like, oh my gosh, it turns out like that one Shield agent from like back in the first movie who was playing Gallagher or wherever, he was a Skrull, and it's like, who cares? So it's like they could just do something like that, and it's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh my gosh, Phil Coulson was a Skrull the whole time, or something like that.
Right.
Or
well, that would be kind of crazy though.
Ross from Black
That's why
Panther.
he didn't die.
Yeah, that would make sense.
He did die.
He technically did die.
Agents of Shield, like kinda, but that would be crazy though if it's like nah, he was a Skrull the whole time. Or it would be so interesting to see if, let's just say, going back on Hulk, right? If the smart Hulk, it's like, nah, we tricked y'all. We was just playing. That was a Skrull the whole time. He didn't want to be part of the hoopla, so he disguised himself as Hulk or what, something silly like that. I hope they have a big reveal like that, to where it's a character that it makes you go back and think, well, at least for the past things that have been introduced in the MCU, it really make you think like, dog, that makes sense now why they was acting a little funky, and but it was just
to have that impact.
Yeah.
The only one I can think of is Wong, but I'm like, I don't think it's Wong.
Wong would kind of make sense though, like how. But then again, why does he know all that magic if he was a Skrull?
Or if anything, it could be Shang-Chi's sister. That would be an interesting Skrull because she took over the Ten Rings organization, and it's like the Skrull, like we need control of the Ten Rings.
That would be interesting.
That would probably be like maybe the biggest one I would think of, just because it's like she holds the most power.
Right.
And it would kind of make sense.
Right.
In terms of like a power move.
Or if the old Captain America was a Skrull, something stupid like that.
Wait, what? Steve Rogers?
Yeah. Which, speaking of, did you see that Homeboy was like, yeah, we ain't done yet?
He said he'd be open to coming back.
I mean, the news that I saw at least was that it's like, yeah, no, we still got more stories to tell. It's just it ain't the right time yet.
But you don't want to drag it out too much.
Yeah, and that's what he said too. Like, how you feel about that, Joel? You think
why make their departure such a big deal if you're just gonna undo it?
Right.
Like they were saying Iron Man's death. Like, oh, psych, he didn't die. Like they were saying, like, oh, we could bring him back, and it's like,
no, he did die. He did die.
And it's like that would be like
he's not coming back till Secret Wars.
Like that would be like,
and it's not even gonna be.
It's gonna be him.
Not, yeah,
it would just defeat his character arc.
I'm still upset about that. I'm just like, why not just get a whole different dude?
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. If you're gonna do all that to have like the variants, because I mean they already established the variants don't have to look like the main actor, So I mean I'm with you on that.
Shoot, bring back the original Fantastic Four in a variant. Like
but you know what though, like, what's his name?
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Yeah,
that statement was kind of vague though.
It was.
He could easily just be like, "Yeah, I'm voicing him in What If season 2."
That's true. Mm-hmm. That's very true.
Yeah, it can
and
be,
that would
like
still
that.
count.
Technically, I'm in the Marvel universe. Still.
Right.
It's like, okay,
you're right. That is very true. So you're right. That was actually a good answer. Now that you break it down like that, or it could just be like a flashback or a cameo. But when he said that, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When what's that storyline where the evil Captain America takes over Secret Empire?
I
believe, yeah. I thought about that.
Where he's Hydra?
Yeah. But it turns out that was a variant, and then the old Steve Rogers was actually it was a whole thing. It
gets really convoluted.
Yeah, it was a whole mess. But
especially with Captain America.
Yeah, I thought that would be a dope storyline but who knows if they're gonna do that sorta ish thing for.
I'm like, they're already doing Young Avengers. They should kind of just try and stick to one thing at a time instead of stretching so far.
Right, but that's what
because that's where
Kevin said that they're trying to do.
But that's where their quality fails because they're trying to do too much, and it's like the movies lose like their gravitas and meaning.
I feel
like Thor: Love and Thunder. I didn't really feel anything.
Yeah, I mean that was just
because of like all the goofiness and like it was just like
right
half baked CGI because they are outsourcing their visual effects department to so many people. It's like the quality isn't there. That's why ILM is better.
Hey man, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right, baby. It's gonna be all right.
Just take pride in your work.
You know who is taking pride in their work though? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. DC be doing some things, baby. I mean,
they got a new direction going, so that's good.
I did not want to like the Flash trailer. That thing looked barbecue chicken. I didn't know what to expect for the Blue Beetle trailer.
That was
I thought
such
it was
a
gonna look
random ass.
It
was randomly dropped too. It's like, hey, the Blue Beetle trailer. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I thought they were gonna make a bigger deal about it.
I just thought he would be like he's like a CW character.
We thought the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a CW show.
He came out in like 2006 too. He's like relatively.
No, he's been around for a long time.
Since like 2006 though.
No, Blue Beetle. I think he.
No, the original. I'm talking about Jaime Reyes.
Oh,
Jaime Reyes came out in like 2006.
Same thing with Miles Morales.
Well, and Scott Lang, he's way newer than Hank Pym. So I mean,
yeah. So, but it's like, yeah, the original Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I was gonna say
dates back like
80s.
Two different types of comics.
Yeah,
like I think it was like Tiger like something. It was just like real, like really far back, and then
right.
DC's like, hey, we kind of like this guy.
Right. Well, it was DC. That's all they stayed doing, but.
That's how they got Peacemaker.
That's how they got Shazam. So,
yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The trailer was actually kind of fun to me.
I love George Lopez.
That trailer was fire. Dude.
It was.
I thought that shit was.
It was
dope.
fun.
I did not know what to expect, and I was like, "Snap!" This.
I like that kid too. He's from
He was-
Cobra Kai.
Oh, it's him.
It's him. Yeah.
Oh, I love it even more now.
Yeah.
Let's see, man.
That's
shoot.
I'm pretty sure that's him.
Oh no, I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're
it is
right.
him.
Yeah. I mean,
He's dope, man.
I thought just like you. I thought it was gonna be some CW level special effects, costume design.
It looks perfect.
It looks perfect.
But you know what?
Straight
his suit
out
is
the comic.
fire, and then
His
the end
suit.
with the sword.
Right.
That was cool.
When I saw that image online, I'm like, "Oh, this is about to be." But
I
then
was
they
like,
showed
okay,
it. I was
DC.
like,
That was
I was like,
sick,
okay,
dude. That was sick. And the kid knows karate too.
Right.
Clearly.
Oh, the fighting scenes that they showed briefly, I'm like, "Whoa, this is a little different, though." Like, even though it's probably action that we've seen before, it's the execution to me from what I saw in this trailer. That I'm like, this look a little.
It looks really fun. Like,
this looks just
entertaining.
fun. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like we're just having fun. Like George Lopez is being super goofy and funny, and it's like
That boy got tossed in the beginning.
Get it off his face! Oh,
I'm like, I don't know what's going on with that beard and freaking Muller's, but I'm here
He's
for it.
so ugly now.
I am
Oh,
so
for
here
real.
for
Oh
it.
my god, he's ugly.
No,
He's
he
always been
ugly.
kind of ugly, but
yeah.
that facial hair is.
It's like, oh
hideous.
man, no, cut that off. With that ponytail too, or that
the
rat's
shorts,
tail,
in the
whatever they got.
shorts.
Oh no, he knew what he was doing.
But he's still hilarious. I love George Lopez.
No, he good people. But
When I saw the show, I'm like, wait, is that George Lopez?
exactly, I was not expecting that. But I think that kind of it comes to like what we're talking about, the fact that this movie, like all superhero or most superhero movies, should just be fun. Like it doesn't always have to have a complex
to an
storyline.
extent.
To an extent, like it should just be fun. Like the reason why a lot of us got into comics, at least when we were younger, is because like, oh, this is fun. Whether it was Spider-Man, Batman, whatever was your dig,
Maybe
this just seems like
maybe fun's not the right
fun.
word. Maybe like you're going
Depends
on
who it is though.
like
It-
maybe
no,
like,
it
like going
100%
on an
does.
adventure. Like you're going on an adventure and it's
Yeah,
like
but this is what
they're
that
not
felt
trying
like.
hard.
This is what that felt.
You know
like,
what?
But in a good way.
What I'm kind of like about
What?
Blue
What's
Beetle,
up?
the villain.
I didn't
know who that
really.
is.
I don't know who it is either.
Oh, I think
but
it's,
knowing
it's-
that it's an old lady, I hate villains like that.
I feel
because
you.
they don't do shit.
It's it's Ted Kord's sister. He's the original Blue Beetle. It's his sister as the villain.
That's that.
Because technically she's she's the one running Kord Industries, so everyone's like, "Where's Ted Kord at?" But it's like you see in the trailer.
Who's everyone? I ain't seen that once.
Well,
I didn't see that.
but
one
in the
either.
trailer, you see him like flying like at Kord Tower, flying the like old Blue Beetle ship.
Yeah,
I gotta read into this guy.
I do
I'm gonna
too.
keep it a buck. I got introduced to Blue Beetle when he popped up in Injustice 2.
No,
Oh, I thought you
fair.
were gonna say Batman: Brave and the Bold.
No,
He was in that show. He
was
was like
I don't remember.
he was one of the kickoff characters in that show.
No, that's fair because
Yeah.
I only discovered Blue Beetle within last decade. It has not been that long since I've known about him, relatively speaking.
and I saw him in that game. I'm like, yo, this guy looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
and I really liked him. I'm like, oh, and he's fucking Mexican. Let's go.
Right,
Yeah, I
got-
fucked with them, and I
he's
was like,
got a
you know
big
what?
one.
I hope I see more Blue Beetle.
right.
He's
And
got a
he
big
was
like
showing up.
a big storyline too with if you ever watch Young Justice, they really go into that where it's like his scarab is like a kind of like a sentient but not really sentient like killing machine made by this alien race called the Reach. So like they just plant those.
It's kind of badass.
That is.
They just like plant those into like humans, and then they just take over. And it's like, as you saw in the trailer, he can just.
So do you think
create everything?
Is it kind of like what we saw in Peacemaker, like those kind of aliens? But those were like actual.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Butterflies.
But like, yeah, they're just called like the Reach, and they just designed those scarabs. But it's like this one's kind of like, oh, it's attached to a human who's actually like has a strong mind and like ends up working with him rather than against him.
So it's kind of like a symbiote, but if it was like robotic.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. Like it has a mind of its own, but it's like they end up like working together. Mm-hmm. Right. It's kind of like, and then he basically has like kind of like the powers of the Green Lantern, where it's like he can just conjure anything.
I saw that, yeah.
But it's like the Green Lanterns, like they hate the Reach.
Oh, really?
So they might.
How come I didn't know that?
So maybe this will tie into the Green Lantern show.
I would love to, because I mean, like,
yeah, the Green Lanterns have beef with like the Reach.
Green Lanterns, like I'm a super big fan of the lanterns in general. Honestly, that was like the first DC comic that I like really got into. That and Suicide Squad. So those like always have a special place in my heart. So if it leads to that, that would be really dope. I get
chills when I hear the Green Lantern creed. Like it's dope.
Every creed of the lanterns, like for real, and the Black Lantern. Oh, don't get me started. But
life
also,
matters.
Hey, come on now.
I'm saying.
No, you're right. I appreciate you, baby.
I'm just saying, bro. Chill, damn.
Man, come on, baby.
I'm just saying, bro. Show my support.
Speaking of color folk. You know, I saw.
That's worse than me.
No. Like, because I saw, news that they want to make this movie unapologetically
I seen
Latino.
That. Let's see now. Seen that.
Shout
out Black Panther 2 for paving the way.
I mean, for real, like
that's fine.
As man, I don't want to sound
they're
like
probably already working on this when that came out.
Like, nah, they've been working on this, but like, how you feel about that, Joel? Because on this pod we've talked about like how it's dope to see like representation in comics and how, and just superhero stories in general. Because let's keep it a buck, like especially we think black characters there aren't enough of. They're showing enough Latin characters, superheroes, natives, Asian, all of that. So
I still want my Static Shock movie.
Shoot. So how you feel about that? The fact that they're for real coming out saying like, "Hey, we know what's up."
I think it's dope, man. I think there's a place for it, for real. I mean, just we talked about with our guest this week on White Noise. Is brown folk, we love to support each other, unless George Lopez don't. But
what is wrong with George Lopez?
He's under a lot of fire right now because
for real,
he made some comments about up and coming Mexican comedian, right?
Yo boy,
Ralph Barbosa. Yeah. Basically, I mean, it was on George Lopez's podcast, and one of the people that was on the podcast brought up his name. Yeah, and George is like, "Don't say his name. Who's he? He's a nobody. Don't say his name." Damn. And then the guy's like, "Well, we should say his name because he's funny and like we should support him."
Right.
You think he was joking or no?
No, he was dead ass serious. Like if you look at the video, he's like, and then he doesn't understand what he's asking. He goes, "Am I wrong?" Like he's really tripping about it. Yeah. Dang. And ever since then, because people really like this kid, he's really funny. You should look him up. He's really, really funny. I love him. I can see why he wouldn't be everybody's cup of tea. Mm-hmm. But I like him a lot. I think he's really, really funny. I think he's got potential to be the next big guy.
Yeah.
But after that, a lot of people have come out, and they've always said this about him. It's just now that there's an audience for it, people are especially. They're just like, yeah, dude, like he
stayed doing this.
He apparently like he was. I forgot what show it was or what movie it was. It was some project that he was involved in. That he said he had to be the only Latino in the cast, no one else but him.
Right.
Like he refuses to work with Latinos.
And and honestly, like it's weird because when all this started to come out, when I went on cruise ships or whatever, George Lopez would have like his like comedy, like people that he would hand select all across the country, right, to like be on the cruise ships and like his own special whatever, right. It is interesting. You didn't ever see someone of Latin descent like that he would handpick, everybody else. And so I, back then I didn't really think of it. It's like, okay, like he picks whoever he wants, whatever. But when all this came out, it did make you start to think a little bit like, oh, it's a little interesting. Why it's like that, or why he got to be like that, I don't know. But shoot, does it make you feel a little bit different about the movie at all? The fact that
I'm never the type of person to.
Some people would.
Yeah, I'm not fucking our friend over there.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like, oh, this person did something I don't like. I'm not watching him no more. Like, bro, like, chill.
Yeah.
You know, I still like him like as an entertainer.
Right.
I don't think he's a good person. No.
Right.
But I mean, I like him as an entertainer.
But you can separate those.
I can separate it. It depends what it. I mean, obviously, like if I find out he's doing shit to kids, that's a little different.
Well, yeah, that's different. Yeah.
You always gotta X those people out, man.
I agree.
The fucking chomos, but. No, but like we said on White Noise, it's always important, that we support our own, because people they can't wait.
They can't wait.
I'm not even being PC about it or like whatever the wave is right now, that's not me, right? But like, yeah, we should, because you don't stand up for your own people, who will?
Exactly.
You got to respect yourself and your own before you can expect someone else to do it. And I think that and honestly, like, why not?
Right.
Like, why
just
not?
simply.
Why not do it? Like real. It's dope,
Right.
And I love it more because you hear the word Blue Beetle without knowing anything. You don't think that's a Mexican guy. It could be anybody. It could be anybody. Right. It'd be different if it was Serape Man or some shit like that, or Super Serape, or
El Toro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Right.
El Toro or something like that, like that shit's a little weird. It's like, come on, man,
like, ain't this y'all don't feel a little bit weird?
Yeah, that'd be different, but it's not. It's just like
it's like he just so
a dope ass
to
concept,
be.
a dope ass hero, or dope ass powers that just so happens to be Mexican guy.
Because the first two are just like generic white guys.
Yeah,
exactly. How many of those do we have? It's not even a matter of like people trip hard about like let's take like Little Mermaid for example.
Right.
People are tripping hard over that. And like, bro, you were tripping over a fictional ass.
I was gonna say that's
character.
actually a trailer too. I was gonna bring up.
Is there a new trailer?
Is there?
I think like a new full one. No. I know they did like a teaser spot.
No, there's not a trailer. I was actually just looking at it's trending on Twitter. They're just pictures.
Oh, well, there you
go. I'm interested in seeing it.
Me too. It looks good.
No, I'll watch it.
It looks really like well done.
I never really watched the original one.
I asked you if you wanted to see it, and you're just like, no.
Well, I mean, I could change my mind.
It's good. I mean, it looks good to me.
Watch it.
Visually, I mean,
it. The only problem I have with the actress, I think she's a little ugly. But I mean, like, I do. I think she's a little ugly.
Gasp!
You don't think she's ugly?
It was just in that. It was just that shot. I feel like
she looked a little
like the money shot where she
her eyes look a little far apart there.
No, it was just that shot. I feel like
because they look a little far. She looks like Sid the Sloth. Fuck.
Come on, leave her alone, man.
But she got a beautiful voice though.
Oh yeah,
when she's singing that shit,
she be singing.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Her and her sister.
That's why they picked you.
It.
Yeah, you could sing the shit out of that song.
Oh yeah, her sister's in the movie.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I
hope her sister.
Well, Ariel has a bunch of sisters.
Oh, I hope Chloe.
She has like 13. I think.
Sisters, not sisters.
No,
Nah, but
for like representation though.
Exactly. Like I mean, I don't really care. Like I don't feel the need to make characters gay when they're not, or like
go out of your way to change something.
I don't feel the need. I don't care though. Like it's just I'm not gonna worry about a fictional character.
I feel you.
As long as it's dope and it's a good movie, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like who did they do it to? People were tripping in Beauty and the Beast how they made Josh Gad's character gay.
Like in the
original,
it wasn't confirmed. Huh? Yeah, I know what you're saying.
No, he's like,
hey,
it is.
It's like they
didn't confirm it.
There's a scene in the movie where he
I get you.
I forget. I haven't seen that movie in years.
I thought it was fine. Or like,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
People are tripping over Will Smith being the genie.
He was an ass genie though. He was not a good genie.
Yeah, that's true.
But they were tripping about it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He,
I'm like, he just wasn't that good.
He just wasn't that good.
He wasn't as charismatic.
I think he was charismatic. It's just, but you know what though? That wasn't his fault. That's a hell of a
I still thought the Aladdin movie was good.
I didn't think it was good. I thought it was cool.
But I know they're saying that Beauty and the Beast was probably like the best live action remake
definitely
so far.
was. Yeah, it definitely was.
Like
Beauty
it was,
and the Beast is up.
It was
and
good.
Jungle Book is up there too.
I thought Jungle Book was great.
Yeah, Jungle Book was dope.
I liked Lion King, even though I know a lot of people don't. I like
fucking
it.
hated that movie. But yeah, man, like I guess that's a long answer for your question, but like
no, it's cool.
Yeah, you know, like I think it's dope. You know, and like
you think this will open up like let's say this movie, right, does typical superhero movie numbers like hundreds of millions and worldwide.
It's gonna do good.
It's gonna do well because it's something different.
No, but let's just say like it. You know, let's just say this really puts DC like at another level. Like, let's say
I don't know if they'll do that.
Well, no. I mean, like hypothetically speaking, if this was like the best financially. Financially, the best DC film that's come out at least in a while. Let's just say that, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think like this will open up like more avenues for like, you know, different representation heroes, or at least for the companies to be like, let's think about some of these other quote unquote C-list, B-list heroes that maybe are represented.
Well, that's another thing I like about the Blue Beetle is they picked a kid that he's not really that well known.
He's not. No.
I mean, he's in Cobra Kai, and that's a pretty popular show, but like. Aside from that,
because then they make it because they put more of an effort because then it's like this is their character.
Exactly,
like this is his establishing character.
Because then you get the what's his name, Chris Pratt effect too. It's like well, fuck, his face is everywhere
and everything.
No, this is him. Like this is unique to him,
right?
Like other than Blue Beetle, well, like they could do maybe Firestorm or a Katana movie. I don't think they do Katana.
Well, she was already in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but that doesn't really like
it counts. But no, I hear what you're saying though.
Probably the next one would be probably Static Shock. That's probably the only the other big one
working
I can think of. I feel like they are.
I think they said they are.
I feel like they should do
Static Shock, maybe Batman Beyond. Well, what was Terry McGinnis?
Well, let's do Batman Beyond, baby.
Oh, Batman Beyond.
What was Terry McGinnis's ethnicity?
I thought he was like half white, right?
I thought he was like kind of.
Who the fuck is that?
The Batman Beyond.
Oh,
like him, yeah.
Because I know technically he's like a clone of Bruce Wayne.
I thought he was, but I could be thinking of someone else. But
because they did that storyline in Justice League where it's like the world needs a Batman, so it's like they just took like Bruce Wayne's DNA and injected it into like a lady,
right?
Who's is it Terry McGinnis? Am I saying
no? You fine?
It's
Terry, we know Terry.
So it's like
Terry,
and that's why he's like, man, what?
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
that would be cool if they did.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
They did a Batman Beyond movie. I'm trying to think who else could they do.
You stupid. Oh, you stupid.
Maybe a Miss Martian movie. Maybe I don't know.
I mean,
let's get Martian Manhunter
for real.
I would love a Martian Manhunter.
I mean, I'm dare I say it's like I'm more excited for this than probably most of the MCU movies that are coming out the next couple of years. If I could be honest with you,
what?
Like off the top of my head,
outside of Guardians 3,
I think I'm more excited for Blue Beetle than I am Guardians. if I say, like
Guardians, that trailer just looked okay to me. I mean. I don't. I mean, I have no reason to doubt it. I mean, same team. The first two were great.
Right.
I have no reason to doubt it. I'm just like
High Evolutionary. That's a dope villain.
To me, it's just like the trailer just didn't hit.
Mm-hmm.
What I thought was funny, there was like a little thing that James Gunn's like, "Oh, Rocket's like the secret protagonist of Guardians." I'm like,
secret?
Of course he is. He's in all of the promos.
I mean,
he's
for
like
real.
highlighted
Like, this
in
ain't
the
no
trailer,
secret, bro.
We all know he's in it, and it's like the whole Dave Bautista thing. Just with all of that news, they kind of made it obvious, like, oh, well, we kind of know who's gonna die. Like, well, Dave Bautista's done with the role after this movie, so it's like, gee, I wonder what's gonna happen.
He literally announced that 3 years ago. He like, Drac gonna die.
And like the way, and the way Rockets act, it's like, I'll still go see it. It's gonna be amazing. But like,
no, it's gonna be dope.
But there's that one. What else is coming out?
I mean,
movie-wise.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Marvel's at the end of the year, no?
Oh yeah, Marvel.
I'm definitely excited about Blue Beetle more than
I thought
that.
it got moved back.
September,
to November.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle is when?
August.
June. I thought it was June.
I think it's August.
I could be tripping.
The Flash is June.
Oh yeah, no. And
Secret
Invasion is June.
Secret Invasion is June.
Oh, and Spider-Man is also
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, let's go,
man. Come on. Spider-Man 2099 is outside of Miles, probably my favorite.
Was it
Spider-Man.
Miguel Rivera?
Yeah,
O'Hara.
I remember there was this his show.
Spider-Man talk right.
His show came out when oh gosh, I think it was before we were born, but I remember they re-showed all the episodes on
some baby
Kids CW back in the day, man. And I was like, yo, this Spider-Man is dope. He's in the future. He's got like these claws on it. Like, this dude is dope. And then come to find out he actually got a comic, Spider-Man 2099. I remember reading that and I for real fell in love. I was like, this is such a dope, different take in the whole 2099 universe. Like all the different, well, now we have a word for it, variants of these heroes. I mean, Iron Man 2099, Venom 2099, all spawned from Spider-Man.
Venom 2099 looks insane.
Oh, he is insane.
He looks a lot.
He is insane. And they just redid, or not redid, but they kind of did something different to him recently too. But I just think the whole 2099 thing is dope. But like regardless, so to me it was like dope to see him like at the end of the first Into the Spider-Verse, but now that he's gonna be like the main antagonist for this one, quote unquote,
anti-hero antagonist. Like he's still a good guy. He just has like a rough way of doing it.
Yeah, it's I'm so excited, and it just looks dope.
That trailer is good.
It just looks
beep
dope.
In Spanish. It's like, what?
I mean, it's so dope. What would you think, Joel, when that trailer be dropping?
It's dope, but you know what? I still don't. I feel like I don't know what the hell this movie's about.
I feel you though,
but I will say this: I think this is dope that the Spot is in it.
Oh yeah,
the Spot is dope.
The Spot is the Spot. Honestly,
the Spot, if done right, the Spot can be a problem.
Can be a problem for real. Like and I think that's cool how they drew from. To me, it's always really cool. Like, and there's always obviously a special place in everyone's heart to draw from the main like rogues gallery. Right, from the main peeps, but it's always those C level rogues gallery people. I don't know, they just be hitting a little bit different, just because they don't be utilized enough, or they don't
like no one really knows who they are. That's why, like in the game, it's like Mr. Negative. It's like who?
Right, and
it's like Negative,
and then you found out like, dang, these people, like, why aren't they used more? Like in the dot, like you said, if used right, if they don't troll, which I don't think they will troll that hard with this, but if they use them right, especially with the whole traversal thing, I think
because he was a problem. Didn't he cause a bunch of like multiversal bullshit like in the animated series?
Yeah, he did exactly. That's where I first
actually
saw
that's
him.
when who used them? Kingpin used them, no? Or was it Green Goblin?
It was Green Goblin. Green Goblin used them.
Yeah, and that's where Mary Jane got stuck.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bro, exactly. It's like, man, this dude is a little...
Because he's considered... He's considered C or B.
I would consider him C because honestly...
G for gas.
For yes, baby.
Like, he'd be good, like, maybe top C. Because I was thinking, I'm like, where would you put Alistair Smythe?
You don't even do shit.
I'd say B.
I would say C.
Yeah,
as well.
I was gonna say B, maybe just because he's more like a little bit well known.
If he wasn't in the show, nobody would know who the fuck he is.
Yeah,
exactly. So then C. I think he'd be a good villain in a movie someday.
He might be.
Alistair Smythe and the
He's
Spider
like a good
Slayers.
side villain. I wouldn't make him a main villain.
If it's one of those things as well, though, I think with that, I think you would have to stretch out a little bit of his character. Like, you would have to do some
like he'd be a side villain in the first movie and then be the main villain in the second movie.
Well, no, like when I say stretch out, I mean like you would have to change some things up or add things to him. But if you did that, but like kept the core character, I think he could be a problem for.
Because I think the main view of the Spider-Verse movie, just from what I saw, is like, I don't know, like a proper origin story, because it's like Miles Morales never had an Uncle Ben, but his uncle did die.
Well,
his uncle died. The Prowler.
Prowler does.
Prowler died.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just I was like trying to like, without Uncle Ben, like over half of us wouldn't be here. And I'm like, he's like, but you can't save it. Like,
yeah, but then but the Prowler wasn't. They're gonna kill his dad because the Prowler was like, I mean, he fucked with his uncle, but that wasn't the death that he needed to like.
In the
game, his dad dies. That was a push that he needed.
Yeah,
in the game.
Because I was thinking, I'm like, I don't really understand, but like, it's super cool and stuff. It's good to see Peter Parker come back, or Pete Parker,
right?
Nick Johnson's character, he was funny, and then of course Haley Steinfeld's Spider-Man.
I'll fuck the shit out of Haley Steinfeld.
Well, I mean, hey,
and of course
a lot of us would, but
and of course at the end it's just like
aggressive.
And then it's like, let me guess, your uncle died. The therapy session.
For real. Let me guess. And
stop
you
Spider-Man.
Apparently Tom Holland, Toby, and Andrew are in it.
Yeah,
supposedly.
Yeah. So wouldn't that be interesting if this makes this super canon then? Because I mean, it's already.
Well, they said it in the movie where it's like it's like Doctor Strange and the other Spider-Man from 1999.
Yeah, but see, I was gonna bring that up. That's weird because we've established MCU as 619, not 1999.
Is it 619?
Yeah,
I thought it was.
They said it in they said it in Doctor Strange. Didn't they say it in Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah,
they say it's 619.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like they kind of tied that in, but then it's like, I think it's visually stunning.
I think Vince was telling me that 1999 is the X-Men universe. And Toby's universe. And Toby's universe.
Oh, that would be interesting.
But the Doctor Strange incident, there is not even no Doctor Strange in that Earth 1999.
Well, if they did do that, maybe.
But they can't because Toby had no idea who the Avengers were.
That's touche, dog. Is
that a band?
Interesting though.
I think it was the fuck up.
Yeah, maybe
they better edit that. They got time.
I mean, they do got time.
Just change that shit, bro.
Who put that in there?
Y'all fucked up.
Oh,
y'all fucked up
for real.
Unless
they meant to.
You could play it off. You could. Toby was like, "Yo, this guy named Doctor Strange transported me to this other." You could play it off.
You could definitely.
You shouldn't, but you
because they're saying like, oh, like Toby and Andrew never made it home. Like when they went back, it's like they ended up like there.
That'd be
in the Miles universe.
Yeah, it's just like, man, like wait a minute, this is in Albuquerque. Like they end up like there, and it's like we're just trying to get home. Why the fuck would they be
in Albuquerque?
It's an expression.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
well, shit, man, don't be bringing them corny ass things over here. I don't know.
You're older than me. I thought you knew that one.
I didn't know nothing about no Albuquerque.
Fuck Albuquerque and fuck you. How about that? Just fuck Albuquerque.
There's a lot of meth.
I wouldn't fuck you with his dick.
Anyway,
I was trying to think of something funny.
So I just kept going. I'm like, let me nail this coffin before he gets up.
But also, man, like, cause y'all mentioned it too, how, you know, when you guys mentioned Little Mermaid and how y'all really hate these live action. I'm playing.
I like them to an extent. I'm not a fan of like some of them, but like,
what's the worst one to you?
It's okay.
Mulan.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree.
You're like, I
pretty fucking terrible. I'd say
that annoyed me.
Mulan and probably Lion King to me. Like,
does that get y'all worried about the whole Lilo Stitch news? Though?
Yes.
No. What pisses me off is the Moana news.
Live action.
Yeah,
I know that came out really quickly.
It's so new.
I'm like, Moana 2 didn't even come out yet, and they're already doing a live action one of that.
I think because it's like
that's
while the Rock
dude,
can still play.
He's like, because he knew Black Adam bombed, so he's like,
exactly.
I'm still here.
This is his new passion project.
I've been dreaming about this since I was 10.
Exactly.
It's like, okay,
bro. The way he explained it and how he rolled it out.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
it's like, why was he the main one? He wasn't even the main character in that movie.
When are people just gonna stop buying into his shit, yo? Yeah, I'm tired of that man.
I like Dwayne.
I'm tired of him. He's fucking everywhere.
He's like the new Arnold. He's our generation.
Arnold wasn't even around as much as The Rock
he wasn't.
was.
I don't know about that. Maybe back then, if we were living, maybe Arnold was everywhere.
But like for the live action Lilo and Stitch, I saw that Zach Galifianakis is playing Pleakley, and I'm like, I don't know.
That kind of fits. That kind of fits.
But for Lilo, they got like a
right.
Hawaiian like actress. Well, she doesn't really have like any.
They know better. People would riot
because she has no acting credits to her name. So this is going to be her first movie.
Good. Well, same with the Moana girl. Yeah.
I was going to say, like, brought up to that, like, it could be really good for her.
Mm-hmm.
But my cousin, shout out to Danielle, she is a very big fan of Lilo and Stitch. She's really worried about it too, because like everyone's worried about what is Stitch gonna look like.
I didn't even think about that crap.
What nobody's taking into account is that a lot of what makes these movies good is that they're animated. Yeah. Like some things just don't translate well.
Just don't.
To like I don't know action. Like who possessed you to think that Lion King would be fire in live action? You know which one? Cool. The one? No, there's two that I asked for that are live. One was Mulan. I was
that
like,
would make sense.
No, I would say there's a couple, okay?
Because Mushu, but they didn't even put him.
They didn't even fucking put his ass in it.
Exactly.
And they gave Mulan superpowers.
I know
what the fuck?
Like they made her god tier, and it's like that defeats the whole purpose of the movie. Like she rises above that to become
literally
strong.
The bitch floats.
Yeah. Well, she's really
in the beginning, bro.
She harnessed her chi. She harnessed her chi. That's what they called it.
Her chi.
Yeah, like
should sell her chi-chis instead.
That's crazy.
I knew you were gonna do something.
That bitch, man. That movie was fucking awful.
Make
to
a
me,
man
I was so confused.
How do you?
Come on.
Like they didn't even really like get into the like. They just like okay, screw all the men characters. Mulan, boss bitch. You got this, girl. You're already god level. Like, show these.
That movie was set up.
It's like it defeats the purpose of her rising up. That's what makes her a strong character. She rose above.
Yeah.
All of that, like, oh, just because I'm a woman, like, doesn't mean I'm not strong. She rose above.
She beat everybody's ass.
Exactly. But then in this movie, it's like, oh, you're already god tier. Like, don't show up these guys. It's like it defeats the purpose.
And before y'all come for me, I know that it's based off of the original, like the folklore of Mulan. I know that. Doesn't make it good, bitch.
Who was the chick who like turned into a bird, like the witch?
The witch. She's I
didn't get her at all.
In the story, in like the original non-Disney story, it was never Shan Yu who was a villain. It was some witch bitch.
I feel like if they were to do that though, like the fact that they already established, been so
gas in live action.
Like the fact that they established Mulan, like the animated thing, like so long ago, right? Eddie Murphy, classic role, and like just the whole movie. It's just a classic.
Ming Na Wen was great.
Everyone killed it.
But
like if you were to make it off of the original source material, I feel like then you should have then called it something else or specified if Disney had to make it.
Like Mulan, Legend of the Bitch or something like that.
Well, that's what they did with Beauty and the Beast. They kind of made that more like the original. Like they made it more like French colonial than like it was in the animated movie. And it's like,
but see, that worked though.
It worked.
That worked.
Well, that's what works with like the aesthetic and the time.
Like the side little quest they did where it's like, oh, what happened to like Belle's mom? Like she died of the plague. And it's like that was like an interesting like. Okay, but like it wasn't like big enough where like it was like okay, this is just weird. But like it was just like a good little like maybe 10-minute thing, and it's like okay, that's fine. And like Gaston, I thought was fine. I thought like LeFou was fine.
LeFou wanted to suck his dick. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like they were good. They were good singers. Luke Evans was really good at singing.
Yeah,
like I thought it was fine.
That's like I said. That's the best one I think. Another one that I wanted.
I thought
live
Jungle
action.
Book was,
yeah, Jungle Book was good.
Jungle Book was solid.
They're about to ruin the momentum when they make a second one though. I don't know what Disney does this type of shit.
What about Hercules?
I was gonna name Hercules. Hercules would be sick. Sense. Apparently they're working on it.
Yeah, they're working on it. Where Danny DeVito is coming back.
See,
I know he's coming back, and I know Keke Palmer is one of the.
She a muse?
Yeah, she's one of the muses. Because she was like, "Oh, I would really love to be a part of that."
She would probably be all right in that.
Yeah, I forgot who was playing Hercules, but it's like I think that's going to be fine.
That's probably going to be fine. Atlantis: The Lost Empire. Why hasn't that one been made?
Dude, I've seen so many fan fictions where they're just like,
and all those castings are great.
Like, like James Franco as Milo.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that would work.
No, there was one that put Andrew Garfield as Milo, and I thought
that
was fire.
That would be good.
That was fire.
I think it was like Terry Crews was gonna be in it.
Yeah, he was the black dude.
I forgot who's playing.
Sacha Baron Cohen was the dude with the mustache.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
that's.
I forgot who was playing Mole.
Danny DeVito. They had his Mole.
Who's the love interest? Who I forgot who they picked as her. It wasn't Zendaya.
As Kita? I don't remember.
I don't think it was Zendaya.
But they put Michelle Rodriguez as the engineer.
That's literally perfect. That's literally her.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I forgot who they picked.
Aesthetically, that movie, the visual effects would look
I want to say they picked
too.
Angelina Jolie as like that one
I want to
chick.
say you're right. I think you're right.
I forgot who the main villain dude is, but it was such a good pick. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it was sick.
It was
like
perfect.
this is the one they should be making.
Yeah.
I think maybe Hunchback of Notre Dame would be sick too.
That would be a good one too. I feel like that would be the easiest.
But again, I think what makes that movie special is the way it's animated.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
dude, that movie was way ahead of its time.
That's one of my favorite Disney movies.
Dude,
it's top three. It's top three.
The opening scene, it was just like
the music.
It hit so hard, and I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, it's so sick.
Plus you'd have to make whoever plays that dude look like Elephant Man and the whole nine, and
just get someone who's really that ugly.
Shoot,
that's
pick
crazy.
me.
I'll tag like 3 people. Bro, I know
Andrew,
no,
and Andrew.
not just you. No,
you stupid. Not just
I would love to play Quasimodo.
You said it's not all about.
Who'd be Esmeralda though?
me.
That's great.
You gypsy?
I can imagine the poster for that. Y'all just hugging them on each other.
You're just like this.
But I mean, so then y'all for real worried about these couple of.
I'm worried about Lilo.
I'm worried about Lilo and Stitch
just because Stitch is like.
It's just the animation is what makes that movie what it is.
Yeah.
Like it's not the story. The story's cool. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But it's not. That's not.
I feel like Gantu is gonna look freaking
I thought you
sick.
were gonna say gonorrhea, huh?
I think
That's
like
crazy.
Gantu or Gantu. I think Gantu's gonna look sick. Like the freaking.
He should. But
like
that
a
doesn't mean
10-foot tall
Disney
manta
just
ray
does-
elephant looking dude.
Disney does weird shit.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah.
really weird shit, and I
Yeah.
don't know why. It's
I don't know
frustrating.
why.
I don't know why they do this.
You would think like just looking at the results of it financially, they would be kind of more humble about it. But
These movies don't do well.
they don't do well for real. Not for Disney standards, not for movie
Not like their
standards.
animated predecessor. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way.
Yeah, like
Lion King is
Little
still
Mermaid,
one of the top 10 highest grossing films ever.
Which one? The
Still.
animated one or
the
the
animated one?
Oh, yeah.
Still top 10.
I still don't know about
ever.
a live action Moana. I'm like, I feel like it's way too soon.
But why?
Moana
again. It's sick because of how it's animated.
Right.
It's animated.
Moana deserves so much more. It didn't win Best Original Song or Best Animated Feature. Like, I think it was
didn't
just
win.
It lost to Spider-Verse.
I mean,
Oh,
look,
probably that's
I
the
know.
watch. Come on.
You're like, why
Let's
we
go.
go?
It
Come
lost
on,
to
you gonna
Spider-Verse,
lose
which
to
is
anything.
fine. But I'm like, I
Yeah.
feel like Moana didn't have
And
like.
Spider-Verse took the song too, didn't it?
I mean, let's be real. That
Did
song was actually
Sunflower
dope,
take
though.
the song?
I don't know. But I'm
Should've.
like, Moana deserved like.
Better than that bitch was singing.
Moana was amazing. But
It
it's
was
like,
good. It was good.
I thought they were gonna do Moana. Like they said they were working on Moana 2, but I'm like, you're really gonna have Moana 2 and the live action come out in
No,
like
because The
a
Rock
year
has
apart?
to have his fucking hands in everything.
He does.
Because
Tell that man
he
to shut
failed
the
in
fuck
DC.
up.
I'm not gonna lie, he did
failed
fail
in DC.
He failed in DC.
I
He
like-
fucked
I like
himself
Black-
over out of
He tried
Black
too
Adam.
hard
He tried too hard, but I like Black Adam.
to take
bro.
over, but it's like
To take over 100%.
He felt entitled to it.
He did.
Which is
you're not lying.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was DC exec, I'd troll him just by doing what they did.
I will say,
knowing that, like feeling like that, like who the
There was
hold
way-
on, you're
there-
new around here.
there was way
Right.
too much marketing for Black Adam. They made it seem like it was gonna be like the
It
next
was
Endgame.
good.
It was
It was good,
it
but
was
fine.
to your point though,
I haven't seen it.
He behind the scenes, he was doing way too much to try to take over everything, and that's where he failed. I felt like had he just,
It's just the problem
hey,
with the
I
marketing.
I love
heard
this
that.
movie. This is a passion project. Hope y'all like it, and just kind of lean back. I
And
feel
it
like
turned-
that
I think he's might be one of the reasons why Shazam 2 bombed.
I thought Shazam 2 was pretty good,
I
but like
had no interest in
the
that.
way
it
the
bombed, though.
I thought so
the
too.
marketing was terrible.
The way the marketing was, they made it seem like a big old goofball thing, but it had like pretty good. It's like it had its funny moments, but like it was pretty serious, and I thought it was good.
yeah, and the
I
marketing
thought Zachary
was-
Levi's good,
I don't know. To me, the
but the Rock
villains
did.
again. These old ladies, man,
They're not
Yeah.
real.
I don't care. I don't fuck with them.
It's based off mythology. Like they're not even in the comics. They're just going off of pure mythology. But that thought was cool. Like
Fuck
you know,
'em.
like gods.
You're
and
like
gods.
woman.
Bro, like fuck them, fuck them 2 times.
But
Shit.
I just think the Rock kind of ruined it, just because it's like the power of the DC universe is about to change. Like he hyped it up so much. I'm like, it's just
Did you hear like
this a
it's
mediocre,
supposed to be a
like, fine?
Shazam cameo at the end and said they was Superman because he thought he was too powerful for Shazam.
Right.
He wanted someone his level. The
Which
only person
it-
was Superman.
It's like y'all. It's
like literally
It's
the
like who you
same,
think
bro.
Black Adam? Like, who you think is
he's
Arch
a Shazam
Mantle?
villain?
Right.
They're literally the same person.
Right. It's like, yeah. So
The Rock kind of shot himself in the foot and kind of made he kind of made the DC overhaul happen.
They made them reach into another property and take somebody.
And Shocker,
else.
they took a Marvel director.
They had to reach to Marvel and be like, "Hey, can we use y'all help?" Because
we were going to fire James Gunn anyway, so might as well let us keep him.
Oh, sheesh. But,
It's a shame.
It's a shame, but it was. And then last, but not of the least.
Go ahead.
I know you hype about Shrek though. Come on, man. That put a smile in your face.
Have you seen the new Puss in Boots?
I've not seen it yet.
Actually.
No,
come on, man.
I know. I heard it's good too. Though.
You forgot another one though.
Can I spoil it?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
At the end, the last frame of the movie, Puss in Boots is on a boat and there's the girl asks him where are they going. He's like, to visit some old friends. The camera pans up and it's far, far away.
Let's go.
I thought it's like I'm gonna
and
go.
the song comes on like
let's go.
It was a good movie, man.
I thought they were gonna be like, I'm gonna go visit some old friends. It's like somebody. It's just freaking going to Smash.
World is going around me. Shout out to Smash Mouth, man.
That's cool.
But I know in the original cast too, baby. And they all want to do it too.
I mean, it's not like
they're
Cameron
all
Diaz.
like, please.
It's not like Cameron Diaz is doing it.
But here, what are any of them doing?
Eddie Murphy, he's still doing his thing.
He's still doing his thing.
Yeah,
I mean, he's chilling a lot.
He's not
more.
getting very good reviews. His last movie kind of got shitty reviews. Was it?
That was not his fault though.
Was it
that one? Yeah, because I was like, he was up for like a claim on another one. He was.
I liked it, but I could see why people didn't, and if they didn't, it wasn't his fault.
Jonah Hill and what's her name?
Lauren London.
Oh yeah, the CGI kiss.
That was a weird ass.
I heard about that.
Bro.
It's like they couldn't even kiss. And
I didn't watch that movie. I watched parts of it.
I liked it, but
the parts I was watching, it was pretty funny.
It was cool.
When I looked up that scene, the CGI kiss,
it's just like weird.
The lips just they're like fucking aliens. Just
it's like, why CGI that? Like,
because she wouldn't kiss him.
But it's like, why?
They didn't have chemistry. That's what I said. I'm like, we can tell.
Well, because Jonah Hill thinks he's like hot shit, and it's like, okay, Jonah Hill, calm down. You're like, you had your time.
That even came out in his character though. Like
it did.
I didn't like his character.
Oh, I didn't like his character either. I like Lauren London's character.
Sack of shit. He's the kind of white guy in this movie I don't like.
Exactly.
Just like Jonah Hill in real life.
I think it is. I think he is kind of like that in real life.
Low key.
Because he thinks he's like the next Leo DiCaprio. I'm like, no, you're not. Calm down.
No, I'm more talking about he just inserts himself.
He's just arrogant.
He's arrogant.
Yeah, he thinks he's all that.
He also inserts himself into black culture a lot.
I don't know about
when. First of all, we know he says the N word because he wrote mid-90s, and they dropped that word like fucking nothing.
Oh, I feel you.
But he did an interview. I think it was on Everyday Struggle. When mid-90s came out. But mid-90s one of my favorite movies that come out that year. I think that movie's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And like he spent the whole time just talking about hip hop. I'm like,
you're like, go to bed.
This is a little
it's a little weird, man.
A little forced.
And then like the character he is, he's like he has a podcast about
hip hop podcast.
Hip hop podcast. I'm like, you're the type for real.
He's like, this
for
is
real,
accurate.
you are. And White Noise Gas is your shit.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, but I mean, but Eddie, it was not his fault for whatever happened. He was cool for the character he was asked to play. Cameron Diaz, you right.
Michael Myers isn't doing anything. So
Michael Myers straight chilling
ever since
Michael
Bohemian
Myers
Rhapsody.
is a fictional character.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Mike Myers.
If anything, Antonio Banderas has been doing the best.
I mean,
as he should. He's good.
He's been working. So I mean,
there's Shrek 5 that's possibly coming.
How you feel about that donkey spinoff? I think that's stupid.
There's a donkey.
I don't think that's necessary, but at the same time, if they limit,
I didn't think we needed a Puss in Boots spinoff.
Puss in Boots, like
they were good movies.
At least he made like more sense because he had a backstory we didn't really know about. Whereas Donkey, it's like
Donkey, it's like Donkey and Shrek. They have to be together. You can't have
one
without the other.
Man. A Gingy spin.
Yeah.
Gingy.
I want a Lord Farquaad version.
That would actually make sense because you could do a lot with that, But nah,
do a lot and do a lot.
Lord Farquaad. He huffed and he puffed and he signed the eviction notice. Come on, man. Shout out to Shrek, man.
Shrek is king, bro.
Okay,
no animated
fine.
movie.
Attention, all fairy tale things.
Oh, for real.
I used to do a really, really good Gingy impression.
Go ahead.
You said I used to. You got wax in your ears?
Why'd you get mad?
The muffin.
He's like, I can't do it no more.
That's the scene I used to do.
He's married to the Muffin Man.
He's married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! She's married to the Muffin Man. My lord, we found it.
My gumdrop.
Don't tell him anything.
Hey, that should be the name of the episode. Not my gumdrop.
Not my gumdrop buns.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Flip out a wheel of torture.
Featuring what's his name? Ranger Danger. What's his name?
Ranger Reporter.
Ranger Reporter.
Ranger Reporter.
So there's that one, but there's another trailer we didn't talk about.
What?
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trailer.
Oh, that's old though.
Is it?
I started reading The Last Ronin. I bought it.
Is
it old?
I mean,
literally
like,
just watched it a few days ago.
It's a few weeks
Really?
old.
I didn't hear anything about it. I just saw the.
See, that's why we fucking know he doesn't listen to white noise.
I just saw the picture for it.
We talked about it, didn't we?
On this.
Oh, was this show?
Yeah.
Oh.
See, that's crazy. No, but what'd you think of the...
You bring him on the show, you don't even listen to it?
I'm popular, all right? Leave me be.
See, now that was some Jonah Hill mess right
Leave me be.
Don't make me pull up the numbers when you're on the show.
Let's go.
Great. No, what was your opinion though on the TMNT trailer? Because like I said on the episode,
who was hating? You were, huh?
I just
why are they
you believe
kids?
This guy? You hate it? You didn't like it?
Like it?
I
Well,
just can't vibe
it's
with
clearly
it,
like
But
Spider-Verse style like animation, but like why does it look so choppy?
I just can't. I just don't.
Okay,
I just can't.
It
vibe
is
with
funny.
Watch. You haven't seen the new Puss in Boots, right?
I've been wanting to see. It's,
Okay,
yeah, I
watch
know.
that movie and tell me the last fight because it's animated in this style.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's only the fights that are animated like that, though. It's weird.
Oh, that's interesting.
I thought it was like the whole movie is it's different animation, but it's really Spider-Verse when they're fighting.
That's cool.
They turn it off when it's just
Like they are
nothing going on.
funny.
cool.
I'll admit, like it was kind of funny what they were talking about.
Yeah, no.
Where it's like,
funny, but
Like, oh, it was like goo or something. It's like we prefer ooze, you know, it kind of rolls off
the tongue.
I'm like, okay, haha, that's
yeah,
kinda
I was
funny.
like, okay, that
that's
made me laugh.
that's clever, but
Oh no, but what I was saying is it makes sense that they're kids because we're finally gonna get like a movie where they're starting out, like they're still young.
But why is Bebop and Rocksteady like full grown adults already?
I don't fucking know. I didn't make this shit. But I'm just saying though,
You
like,
should make it. I'd watch
it's
it.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know what movie I want to make? Deadass, no troll.
Go ahead.
I want to make a Pokemon movie.
I feel you. Because there's a lot.
Vince
you
probably
can do with
smiling
that.
right now. I've been talking about that shit for decades.
I think
bro.
Detective
I feel
Pikachu
you.
2 might be coming out. like,
No,
in a couple
I'm gonna
years.
do based off of Red and Blue.
I feel you.
Okay.
I'll tell you. I don't want nobody to steal my idea. Once we turn the mic off, I'll tell you what story I have in mind.
You know what's interesting now that you mentioned that?
Because I know you like Pokemon.
I love Pokemon.
You're gonna like my idea.
You know what's interesting now that you mentioned that?
What?
I have a fantasy movie that I want to make too.
you fuck
and
Nurse
you'll
Joy?
be super surprised.
Officer Jenny.
You'll be super surprised on the property that I actually have a dream about. I think it's such a dope story in my head. Batman.
I don't think they made a Batman movie.
No, I'm talking about like an original Batman like storyline, like that. I don't think.
Oh, like Hush, kind of like its own like.
Oh,
kind of
No,
like
no,
that.
I'm talking
like
like
a
talking
story
about,
that
like-
sticks out.
no, like I have an original Batman storyline in my
He's
head.
using Hush like as an example because it's like its own.
it's like no
it's
one-
its own separate. Thing.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the last
it's its own-
Halloween, where it's like a storyline that would stick out, like
yeah,
kind of
exactly.
like a main branch.
Exactly, exactly. Like
Gotham by Gaslight.
but
Batman versus Predator.
wait, they made that? I'm playing. But nah. Once again,
That's what it was. That's what it was.
I'm all
You got hella
crossing out
worried.
some on.
Dang it.
Nah. It's once again, I don't want nobody to steal my idea because
Don't
DC
say it then, because they will.
DC gonna be DC listening right now. Like Blue Beetle gas. Okay, cool. Oh, he got a Batman storyline.
HBO be watching Chubby Pictures.
Oh,
Chubby Pictures. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
VHS's
I know.
stories.
Yeah.
so
So see, yeah,
be
no,
careful.
They like, come on.
Hey,
what is it?
Hey,
What
you talking Batman?
I know they're like
HBO watching.
HBO, if you're watching,
they mentioned
I'll
Green
play
Lanterns
Etrigan.
too. What's their Green Lantern idea? What's their like for real?
I'll play Etrigan.
HBO, hit me up.
Hit me up. I'll be.
Want to do that?
Who's gonna be my Jason Blood? But I'll be.
Grit.
I'll be Etrigan.
Speaking of poems and songs that you gotta recite,
He didn't say anything of the sort.
Etrigan. He's got to recite a poem to become Etrigan.
A verse.
Oh.
Yeah. So speaking of, what is your vibe?
What is your
of the
idea?
week?
Or you're not gonna say?
No, I'm not gonna say it
Okay.
live.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say it.
I'll tell you.
I thought you were
after.
gonna say it.
Oh,
Write
no,
that down.
absolutely
Write that
not.
down.
No, absolutely not. No, DC listening right now.
Yeah,
so
they really are.
They really
I promise
are.
you they are.
I know exactly.
I love DC Comics.
I love
Hey,
it.
HBO, follow us. You be
Follow-
watching. Why are you searching our name every week? Just follow us.
Just follow. And
Let
then,
me be on House of the
Is
Dragon.
that what you hear already?
And then on top of that, can you hit me up about the Green Lantern show? Because
just, hit me up for we can get our show.
come on, baby, come on.
I want to show on Vice. I'm not gonna lie. I think we'd be good on Vice.
Y'all would be good on Vice.
You don't want to go on Vice?
No, I wouldn't mind being on Vice, but
Why are
y'all-
you not enthusiastic about it?
No,
It's a show.
No, I was like, yeah. I mean, cause
This sounds like you're
y'all
not
are
into it.
perfect for Vice. Y'all are just
Why not you?
cause y'all nasty, baby.
But you bring the perfect balance though. You
perfect
mellow us out.
Yeah, you
Be
right.
perfect for
You and
Entourage
Nick,
or
like
something.
we need you.
Yeah, you right. Touche. Speaking of mellow, baby, what is your vibe of the week? Because I know you bringing them mellow vibes, baby. Ooh, he looking at lips, baby. Ooh, wee.
So this vibe is a little different.
That's okay. It's your
I got
vibe.
two. Can I take two?
You can.
Okay,
you
one
can
is
do
mellow.
whatever.
One is mellow.
That's okay. Yeah.
It's a song you already know and love. This song always reminds me of the springtime because the album came out like around the time. I might have even said this as a vibe already, but I've been vibing to it lately.
That's okay.
Passion Fruit.
Yeah.
Let's do Passion Fruit by Drake, baby. That's
Yeah,
the
baby.
perfect song. There's
It
nothing
is.
wrong with that song.
Boom,
And
boom,
it always
boom,
takes me
boom,
back
boom.
to spring 2017 when
feel you.
me and Isaac were spending the weekend together. We went to go see Power Rangers in my second viewing.
Right.
We had a dope ass day. I spent the whole day. I remember I had to get my car serviced.
Right.
So I took the streets all the way to Automall.
I remember you telling me
in
that.
Fremont.
Yeah.
So I could listen to More Life, right?
Right.
And something about Passion Fruit when it kids on. It's like the third song in the album. It's really early, right? Yeah, it just takes me back to a good time. You know,
Absolutely.
the times are changing. Flowers are blooming. Spring is here.
Absolutely.
Days are getting longer.
Days are getting longer.
Right? So Passion Fruit, man.
Passion fruit.
And also my other one. So I found this. I don't know why. I was in Apple Music and one of the suggested like genres was like DJ mixes.
Right.
For shits and giggles, I put one on, and it was just like a hip hop mix. But it wasn't like super like right. It was literally like a club mix. Like it was like one song play and it transitioned well to the next one.
feel you.
It was
yeah.
that's all it was. But it was like all songs from like 2014, 2015, 2016.
So it
And
brought
man,
you
that
back.
shit took me back, man.
Yep.
I miss those days. I miss when DJ Mustard was ruling the airways with his sound. I miss that shit. So you know, I've been heavy on "Show Me," Kid Ink featuring Chris Brown.
I feel it.
That
man.
signature sound, the dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's like a certain type of I don't know what the fuck DJ Mustard uses.
Right.
Yeah, it was. I miss those days, man. That shit made me sad.
No, I feel you.
I've been
baby.
mad sad lately.
Man, I'll hug you, baby. My hugs can cure cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Literally.
What
Andrew,
happens if I suck your dick? I'll float.
you want wings?
Oh,
Come on, baby.
I did give up Red Bull, so I need wings.
Yeah, I do need wings.
I was like, what? Okay. I'm sorry to do that.
Andrew, what's your vibe of the week? Or vibes of the week, baby? Whichever you want to do, baby.
Go Power Rangers.
Do. What's your vibe?
Hit that shit. Come on, just say it.
What's your vibe, baby?
You're gonna give
Somebody wants to tell me
the world.
What's wrong with Smash Mouth?
nothing.
Come on, baby. What's your vibe, baby?
Go.
I know you're not gonna like it.
It's
I don't like a
fine.
lot of
It's
things.
your
You know
vibe.
It's your vibe.
You know,
not mine.
I'm gonna pretend I can't pretend it anymore. I do like country music.
Okay,
I'm gonna say I like country music. I know a lot of people don't like country music, but I like country music.
Like you coming out or something. Like,
I
like country music. Like, it's all fine.
It's like a gay dude who wears a purse every day. I'm gay. Like, yeah, we fucking know.
Everybody rips me for liking country music, but I like
it's whack, but who gives a fuck? That's your shit.
It's whack.
That's your shit.
It is whack, but that's your vibe.
I like the Zach Brown band.
I like whack shit too. The fuck? I just said Kid Ink. What the fuck?
It's like, what are we talking about?
Kid Ink is whack, but he had a good sound back in the day. Cool. Yeah, he's cool back then.
It's okay, baby. No, but you like the Zach Brown band, baby?
Homegrown by Zach Brown band.
Homegrown. That sound nasty.
Cause like
I'm homegrown.
Why does it sound nasty? It's about where you're from.
Homegrown.
Where you from?
So everyone's trying to get to where they're trying to get away from where they came from, and it's like appreciate like where you came from. Like, you know,
where you come from?
I come from Pleasanton, sir.
Oh my fucking god!
It's okay, man. Dang,
fucking Pleasanton.
We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight after this.
You can put on for Pleasanton.
The 925.
What's wrong with homegrown, man?
Nothing. Pleasanton's a beautiful city, man.
And same with like Sacramento. Like I listen to a lot of country episodes.
He said, "Okay, that's where you draw the line."
That's it, Zach.
What's wrong with Sacramento?
Let's not go there.
I enjoyed my time living in Sacramento. I would listen to country music all the time there because
what else are you gonna do?
Went to some country
that
bar.
Or heroin.
They got good country music up there, man.
What else are you gonna do?
They got good communities up there, man.
I'm not denying anything you've said. What are you trying to prove?
I avoided.
I'm not the person to prove this to. I don't care.
I avoided all of those areas.
That's good. That's why you're sitting here today.
That's right.
And that's good. I'm happy.
He ain't happy.
I am.
You know what makes me happy though?
If there's any Sacramento State alumni listening, shout out Sacramento State. It's a good place.
I toured that
good
school.
People. It's a good place.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it though.
I didn't like
you weren't ready to be a part of the swarm then.
No, guess not. Guess not, man.
Go ahead, Khari.
But nah, speaking of nothing. Hold on by by Daisy. I think that's how you pronounce them. Dacey. Hold on by Daisy.
To say.
Thank you.
Desai.
Daisy.
Deciduous.
Daisy. Or Daisy. Daisy. And Lionel Richie by the Jack Moves. Lionel Richie by the Jack Moves is my second one.
Wait, the song is called Lionel Richie, or
the song is called Lionel Richie by the Jack Moves. And yeah, man, shoes. That's all it is to it, baby. And y'all, we appreciate y'all for listening this week, for real. And thank you for all the new. Thank you for all the new peeps. Thank you for all the old peeps. Thank you for all the loyal and soon to be loyal people out there. Once again, please follow Visual House Studios. Please. Yeah. On TikTok and Instagram. And I ain't gonna mention it this week. But also, man, check out the Law Podcast, Law_Podcast Instagram. Just make sure to follow for all the updates and all the hoopla. You know what I'm saying?
Law in there, man.
I mean, for real. And then on top of that, y'all make sure to listen to White Noise every Tuesday on Visual House Studios platforms. You know, everywhere you can listen to your podcast, including YouTube, for real, because we be on YouTube like that, baby.
We do
both Law and
but listen to it on Spotify first.
Yeah. Spotify.
We're trying to get some money.
Spotify for both of us. I mean, and,
or
Apple, and soon iHeartRadio, for real. So all you iHeart listeners who prefer that, we gonna be.
Oh yeah.
We gonna be on there soon, baby. We love y'all, 39 Crew. You know I love you especially, baby. And 39 Crew, I got a big surprise for you soon. Very soon, but make sure you check out the Law_Podcast Instagram so you can learn more info about that. Because you'll see.
And also 0 surprises.
That's crazy.
And also, just be kind to each other.
For real.
Just be kind to one another.
For real.
Unless it's a bitch.
But even then, you should still be kind of kind.
Don't be a bitch.
Just be kind to each other.
Just be kind to each other. It's already annoying in this life, in this world, in this people.
Spread more positivity towards one another.
Just spread it.
Spread positivity, not chlamydia.
Spread it like Nutella, baby. Ooh, wait. Nutella sound kind of good. We love y'all. 39 Crew.
In college, I used to get this bagel.
That's cool.
It was a bagel and hella Nutella and chopped banana in it.
That actually sounds kind of good. You want to make me that?
Warm, toasty bagels like this big.
What kind of bagel? A
whatever
chocolate
you
chip
wanted.
bagel?
No, whatever you wanted.
You want an onion bagel with Nutella and bananas in it?
I did not order that.
Like,
No,
hey,
I didn't.
like,
Probably a
What
chocolate
did
chip
I
bagel.
order? It wasn't chocolate chip. I think I just like the plain bagels.
Plain bagels are good.
Yeah.
with Nutella, shoot. Hey man, can you give me that on Sunday? We love y'all. 39 Crew, please share with at least one person. We love y'all. Make sure to rate as well. We'll see y'all next week, baby.
Peace. Bye. Fuck Sacramento.
That's cool.